Everybody's talking about the $13 billion Medicare Advantage increase, but few are telling you what's tightening behind the scenes. And that's what's going to hit your business. This week, Medicare Advantage got about a $13 billion funding increase, roughly about a 2.48% bump. And most agents see that and think, perfect, I don't need to change a thing. But if you stop there, you're missing what actually matters, because at the exact same time funding is going up, the system underneath is getting tighter. And that's what's going to shape your income going into AEP. We're seeing increased oversight from CMS, especially around star ratings and risk adjustments. Plans are being pushed to prove real health outcomes and not just documentation. And CMS is tightening how risk scores are calculated, which limits how much revenue plans can generate. The translation is it's getting harder for plans to earn bonus dollars the way they used to. At the same time, utilization is rising. More doctor visits, more procedures, more high-cost care. When that happens, carriers react. That shows up as tighter prior authorizations, narrower networks, and more friction when your client actually tries to use their benefits. And then there's margin compression, and this is where Medicare Advantage and MedSup separate. And Medicare Advantage plans are getting more money, but they're not keeping more money. Costs are rising faster than revenue. So that $13 million, a lot of it just offsets pressure. It doesn't expand their profits. And when margins get squeezed, plans adjust. Leaner benefits, tighter controls, and sometimes pulling back in certain markets. And this is where agents feel it more. Conversations around non-commissionable plans and less predictable income tied to MA production. But MedSup doesn't work that way. No networks, no prior authorizations, no CMS bid pressure squeezing margins the same way. Rate changes happen, but they're predictable and transparent. So while MA is consistently being recalibrated, MedSup is built for stability and access. MA adjusts when pressures hits, MedSup endures. And here's the psychology. Once your brain decides something is fine, it stops looking for risk and it filters out anything that contradicts that belief. That's false certainty. It feels safe, but it's not. And the agents who recognize that early are the ones who win, because instead of staying in one lane, they build control into their strategy. They bring MedSup back into the conversation where clients want predictability. They layer in dental, life insurance to protect their income, because when the market gets tighter, your strategy has to get wider. Follow me, Dr. Medicare PhD, because I'll show you what's really happening underneath the headlines and how to turn it into income.